Hi, welcome to Michael's Adventures. I'm Michael. Last night was the Republican presidential debates, and surprisingly, you may notice that those four Republican candidates actually cooperated and was informative. Now, you may notice previous Republican debates, they were yelling, and make fun of each other. Just like a bunch of kindergartners in tuxedos and all that. Now, we still have Donald Trump, who appeared in movies like Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, Little Rascals, and even Sesame Street. Dang! And he also had a grouch self named Donald Grump, which was used by many Trump haters. Like saying that if Donald Grump is president, such and such. Despite him having a bad side, which was announced on the news lately, he also had a good side back in the 1990s. He helped Kevin to the receptionist desk, which I thought was very, very sweet. And also, he was on the Little Rascals as Waldo Aloysius Johnston III's father. Dang, how many letters in that kid's name? It was like, dang, that kid must have had affluenza. And his only line to Waldo was, Waldo, you're the best son money can buy. And I thought, yes, that was very, very sweet. If that were my dad saying that to me, I would think it's very, 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 very sweet. Yeah. You thought Willie Robertson was too mushy-gushy with his kids. Mainly Sadie Robertson. Yeah. Which speaking of Willie Robertson, he endorsed Trump, as well as Sarah Palin, Kid Rock, Ted Nugent, and all that. So, if most of you think Donald Trump's probably a candidate who's very, very obnoxious, well, travel back in time and decide if helping a 10-year-old to the receptionist desk and complimenting on your son was terrible. Now, Ted Cruz is also still running for president. He was from Canada and came to Texas, which most of you thought that it wouldn't count because Ted Cruz is not American, but Canadian. Well, Nina Dobrev's from Bulgaria and Canada, and she spoke English for the Vampire Diaries. But one time, she spoke Bulgarian in one scene, which she was like, in quotes, Tatko Molya, and the end was her saying, Mama Molya, which means Dad please and Mom please. Anyway, you may notice that behind me there are Canadian crud decorating my room. And was I from Canada? No, I was from Dallas, Texas. So you can quit singing Blame Canada, Blame Canada, because I wouldn't appreciate it. Because I wouldn't sing Blame Canada. So the Blame Canada thing I just did was actually a dialogue. Like, in quotes, Blame Canada, end quotes. Now, I can show you my Canadian crud right now. Right now. You may notice Winnipeg is a Canadian city or Canadian states. Although the napkin over there is someone from Texas A&M University Commerce, which she would have been my best friend. And you may notice the backyardigans are still filling up my room. Why? You may have Justin Bieber, but I have the backyardigans, which is kind of the reason why Justin Bieber's not my type. Other than he sings like a 14-year-old girl. And there's another picture of the backyardigans. That was from the episode International Super Spy. And you may notice the penguin in the middle. Pablo dressed up like James Bond. Whoa, is he holding a martini? No, he's holding a carton of apple juice. I mean, the backyardigans can't be drunk. Well, what does the pink one on the right supposed to represent? A Bond villain. But she's the lady in pink. Probably is like Carmen Sandiego, which we still don't know where she is. Just like we don't know where's Waldo. Yeah. If only Waldo can stop hiding. What's in the books would be called There's Waldo! And you may notice the moose on the left, Tyrone, dressed up like Oddjob. But he didn't use the trademark bowler hat throw. You know when Oddjob took off his bowler and threw it like a frisbee? Well, that's not Tyrone. He's someone who likes pizza and has a soft spot. I mean, because it's the backyardigans, every villain has a soft spot. Yeah, add that to the list of why the backyardigans are my type. And there's another backyardigan keychain on there. It's Austin dressed up like an astronaut. And he says, "Ready for anything." And then press it 3 times and you get Kenyan High Life. Which is kind of like the 70s, but in Swahili. It's sort of like ska in The Lion King. Yeah. My friend Nancy was from Kenya, so she must have been familiar with Kenyan High Life. Yeah. Every time I think of Kenyan High Life, I think of Nancy, since she was from Kenya. Although, speaking of ska, this is not Canadian, but from Florida. And it was given to me by a beach bum, which my family thought was Carla's imaginary friend, Shabuka. And in return, I tried to warm up to his music, which supposedly be ska or reggae or even try to warm up to Jamaican rap. Hopefully I won't hear about killing cops there, like what Snoop Dogg was singing about. And I would also hope there's no Kanye West there. Well, my guess is Kanye's head might have been as big as Jupiter. The planet, not the girl played by Mila Kunis. And the picture of a supermodel. The supermodel's not Canadian. She's from Los Angeles. Home of, the Kardashians, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, movie stars, Hollywood, Justin Bieber, all that. And also, that's what I imagine myself as a celebrity in, not to brag. If I were to brag, I would have said, "This is Kanye West, and I like to brag. My head's so big, it's too big for a bag. Might as well fit Santa's bag. And I like to wreck I can't rap. So, if you have criticisms for my impression of Kanye West, well, that's because I shouldn't be a rapper. I'd rather be more of a singer singing the backyardigan genre. The backyardigan genre. Like Kenyan highlife, reggae, all that. So anyway, back to the Republicans. We have Marco Rubio, who's still running for president. And like Ted Cruz, he's from Cuba, home country of Ricky Ricardo and great cigars. and the Cuban Missile Crisis. And also tapioca! Tapioca! Yeah. Which, anyway, his full name sounds more Italian. Like Marco Polo. And you notice Io is a common suffix for a last name. Also, my apologies to the Italian community. It's just that it sounds more Italian. Yeah. Still sorry, Italians. Scusi. I mean, you guys tend to make Canadian jokes. And we laugh at Drew Carey making fun of Colin's hometown just for joke's sake. Yeah. Anyway. He also was endorsed by Rick Harrison. You know the guy from Pawn Stars? Yeah. He just says he supports Marco Rubio. Yeah. Which kind of surprised me. And last but not least, John Kasich. He was just like President Obama, raising 2 daughters, used them in speeches, and I have a feeling he might have promised them a pet once he makes presidents. So I have a feeling he might say that eventually, but I don't know. In conclusion, what I might vote for, or who I'm voting for, is top secrets. Shh. Although I'm not A from Pretty Little Liars, but hey, it's my call, Blaine Walker. Although, while I was correcting someone who misspelled my name, I emphasized A. Also, I didn't terrorize the liars. Because the liars are my are like my best friends. Morgan Cox, Taylor Jordan, Cheyenne Arrington, and Ryan Jordan. Anyway, so I thought I would reach out to my Republican friends and those out there who are Republican. So may the best Republican face off Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. I'm Michael Walker. That's all for this edition of Michael's Adventures. Bye!